It is definitely the ceiling of handmade buses. Pakistan Peshawar has a simple and crude method. They can make luxury buses by just copying. How did they do it? Although the chassis of this luxury bus was imported by them, in order to save costs, the masters of the bus compartments will hand make some square tubes for splicing the frame. They will first shape it into a suitable arc, and then the masters will splice it into a hole. In this process, the experienced masters can easily find the right position, and then use electric welding to perform meticulous welding and fixation. The right position will be knocked and corrected with a small hammer. The frame masters. It takes more than half an hour to make it easily, because there are no high-end tools for auxiliary installation in the venue. Through the joint efforts of many masters, the frames on both sides of the bus can be quickly welded and fixed. With the direction of the main body, it is particularly easy to continue welding square tubes, because the square tubes are made in advance according to the size, so they only need to find the right position and then weld it with electric welding. For experienced masters, this splicing process is very laborious. It only takes 1 day to make the exterior sheet metal on the outside of the car body. Masters only need to install it in the right position and then weld it with electric welding. When installing the sheet metal on both sides of the car body, in order to ensure the strength and prevent abnormal noise from the frame, they will carefully apply a layer of sealant on the outside. After that, when installing the sheet metal on the outside, they need to adjust the gap, then use electric welding to weld the iron plate to the frame. Of course, the car frame and the sheet metal on the outside are rubbed by them. It can be seen that the overall matching gap is still relatively perfect. The sheet metal on the side has been installed in just 2 days. Then the outside can be used for leveling with a tonic putty on the scraping drawing. In other words, if the curvature is not enough, the reverse sun can make up for it. After the overall curvature of the outside is shaped, in order to improve the comfort of the interior, they will fill a lot of sound insulation cotton for protection. The interior panels are not installed in matching sets, so the masters need to use wooden boards to make them on site. In order to improve the interior passenger seats, the masters also need to rub them by hand. They use wooden boards and foot irons to make the main frame. The rear outer side is wrapped with pre-made leather. Such a very cost-effective seat is completed. After that, the masters can install the seat in the appropriate position. During this period, the entire interior is polished carefully. After production, after watching the entire production process, what do you think of the quality of the buses they make? How many points do you give?